1 hour after the attack began, the immortal slave stood at one of the gates that led deeper into the city. The city of Noel is structured in a way that the closer anyone got to the center, the stronger the walls, gates, and guards were. The gate in front of the immortal slave was so powerful that no force below peak level 2 could cause any damage to it. This was the main reason why the immortal slave trained so hard to be able to destroy it one day. The immortal slave took a stance right in front of the gate. He closed his eyes and calmed his breathing to bring his mind and body as close as possible to becoming one. A few minutes passed and he stood almost completely motionless. Finally, he stopped any movement in his body and felt at one with himself. In that instance, he sent his left fist flying toward the gate. On contact, a loud sound was heard like a bomb had gone off. The gate caved in, came off the wall, flew several meters away, and crashed to the ground. The immortal slave walked through the entrance he had created and looked around. Close by, there were almost 100 guards and a few influential people seated at tables and chairs. Many were standing up and visibly startled by what had transpired. The immortal slave looked around and was happy to see that Min's intel had been correct. He had destroyed the gate right next to where the overseer's son's birthday was being held. Making sure to sell his role as a Deep Snow Clan warrior, he screamed in their language, "Death to the city of Noel!" While many people were stunned by this sudden appearance, a voice called out to the people, "Everyone, don't back down, no matter who we are facing. We are the city of Noel, and have been butchering deep snow filth for over 200 years. Who was brave enough to draw attention to himself in this situation? It was the overseer's son, Yobert Eugen Laro. He was a lean teenager with dark brown hair. He wore an Edwardian-style suit that seemed to be made of Tier 2 source thread, one of the best materials for strengthening the body and increasing power for someone in the second tier. With green eyes the color of money, he saw everything in front of him as his property. The arrogance in his eyes was the same as the first time the immortal slave saw him all those years ago. After Yobert spoke up, the guards in the area improved their attitudes. Almost all of them stood up and began surrounding the enemy as he started making his way toward them. The immortal slave didn't even look at the guards. As soon as he saw Yobert, his eyes never left the young man, as if looking away would make him disappear.